Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Cooking with Grillboy on the OU Insider YouTube channel. This week we take on the Houston Cougars, and just like how I wasn't cooking an owl for the Temple Owls, unfortunately I will not be cooking a cougar for the Houston Cougars, but take you back years and years ago, back to when young Travis, little Grillboy if you will, was in 7th grade. I went on a mission trip with Asbury United Methodist to inner city Houston. And our host took us to a soul food place. Now, 7th grade Travis had never had soul food before, and it was an eye-opening experience. I fell in love with the food, and it was the first time that I ever had collard greens. So, in honor of that first trip to Houston that young Travis made, and to celebrate what many call the soul food capital of the United States, Houston, Texas, we are making collard greens. So I'm not going to make the 4-hour recipe that your grandmother might have made. You can get this done from prep to sear, if you will, to simmer, everything cooked down in an hour. So anyways, let's get started, and let's get started with the ingredient list. All right, let's prepare our ingredients. First things first, the collard greens. These are 2 bunches right here. That makes for about 1.5 pounds. We're going to take the stalks out of these, so it'll make about 1 pound. You can get these from really any grocery store. I think I got these from Walmart. Next, you've got white onion. We're going to do the same thing as last time, just cook it down. We've got a whole bowl of garlic here. I like a lot of garlic. I'll probably pull 8 cloves out of this. We've got 6 strips of good bacon right here. And then lastly, the chicken stock, about 3 cups. Here we've got our collard greens. We're going to prep. This is very easy to do. So you're just going to fold these over that middle stalk right there, that middle stem. You're going to crunch them around it, fold it completely in half, and then you can just take your hand and just tear it right off. You're going to want to save these stems again, because I'm going to pickle those, but you don't want those in your actual collard greens. Here's what it should look like afterwards: a bunch of leaves, a bunch of stalks. Pretty simple. Next, you're going to cut your bacon. Nothing too crazy about this. Just cut your bacon into small strips, inch and a half, 2 inches maybe. And then you're going to cut down your onion and your greens. So the onion you see on the left, pretty simple. We're just going to have this, and then we'll cut it down into strips exactly like we done on the last video. On the right, you see that we're going to kind of like chiffonade these collard greens. You're going to lay them on top of each other. You're going to roll them up like you're rolling a cigar, and then you're going to cut them here into strips. This is the best way to go about it. You can cut a lot of them at the same time here while keeping them kind of uniform. And these come into some longer strips that kind of almost eat like pasta, almost eat like noodles. So get all that done. This is going to take your longest time. Next, you've got your garlic, right? I said I like a lot of garlic. So I did 8 cloves here, and then I pressed them. So get yourself a garlic press and get to work. There you go. See it coming through, all into a cut. All right, we interrupt this cooking to shout out the hat and the shirt that I'm wearing. So, first things first, the black Norman hat from Hard At It Hat Company. High quality stuff, really good. Got the netting, the webbing, all that stuff. Good stuff. Check that out. They've got the white Norman hat I wear all the time. This is obviously the black one. They've got Oklahoma City Thunder stuff, everything like that. So check them out at Hard At It Hat Company. And then maybe my newest shirt that I have, Fueled by Haters, OU, and you can see that the tank is on full. This is reddirttshirts.com. Pick yourself up one of these. They've got a lot more on there. My guy Sam and Edmund hooked this one up. So check out the shirts, check out the hats. Now let's get back to the collard greens. All right, it's time to get cooking. We're going to throw a little olive oil in this pan. Get yourself a pretty good sized pot for this as well, because while it does reduce a lot, it's going to take up a lot of space. Next, you're going to add your bacon. We're going to let this render down. You're only going to do this on about a low medium heat though, because you're going to want to render that fat slowly. Next, you're going to add your onion. Remember from the last video, onions hold a lot of moisture, so they take a while to cook them down if you're going to cook them down on a low heat. We're not trying to make caramelized onions here. We're just wanting to sweat these, let them incorporate with the bacon that's rendering down as well. We want to get a lot of fat out here. Next, you've got your garlic. Again, I said that I like a lot of garlic. That's a lot of garlic. So we're throwing that in. We're going to let this cook down until kind of the sharpness of the smell is all gone, and you're just left with a nice kind of sweet fragrance. You want to get there before we add the greens. And then next, you add the greens. Now you're going to add these by the handful, and they're going to reduce rather quickly. So I call this the searing portion of the greens cooking. So you're going to do that while you mix those in and incorporate them. You're going to start to see them cook down and shrink. You can already see that these greens have shrunk a bit. So you're going to grab another handful, put it right on top, and then just continue to stir and stir until finally you've got the end of your greens. Remember that massive pile of greens? They're all in this pot now. Now we're going to get every little bit of this. And keep in mind, I seasoned those onions and bacon with the house seasoning before I went in with the greens. So there is a little bit of flavor that's already incorporated in the dish. But again, we've got all of our greens in right now. We're going to continue to stir that, and they're going to shrink and shrink until finally you're going to add your chicken stock. So this is 3 cups of chicken stock. You're just going to go throw right on top, and then you're going to make sure it's all submerged, so it's all in the liquid as we simmer it. And then you're going to season with your salt, pepper, and garlic mixture from a week ago, and a little bit of red pepper flake. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff in there, right? A lot of onions, a lot of bacon, a lot of greens. So you're going to have to use a decent amount of seasoning. So that's why I say season well and stir in before adding the secret ingredient. And here it is, just a couple of glugs of the secret ingredient. This is really going to tie the dish together. Now lastly, throw that lid on and be patient. 45 minutes. Watch a show, read a magazine, whatever. And then the big reveal, the final product. Give it a stir. See how dark and rich that is? How tender those greens are? That's exactly what you're looking for. All right. I've served myself up a couple bites here. Now let's try it out. And make sure you get a little bacon in there. Let's see. There we go. Fantastic. Just like the first time I tried it. But this time, I really get some of that secret ingredient that we added. Something that you all need to add to yours as well. The Horns Down Fine Spirits, the apple pie. It's no cinnamon. It's all apple, red apple, green apple. It was perfect for this dish. And the main reason you need to go get some is that 10% of the gross sales nationally will go directly towards OU Baseball's NIL fund. So the people at Horns Down Fine Spirits, Dink Toller is his name, has been extremely generous, made me kind of part of the rollout with it on some of my media and my content that I do. I thought it was a perfect addition to this dish. It really shines through in the dish, and it is available starting September 3rd. So the day this video drops, it'll be available for bars and liquor stores to order in the state of Oklahoma. And Dink is working on other states as well as shipping to other states. So go to your local bar, your local restaurant, your favorite spot, your liquor store that you go to, and say, I want Horns Down Fine Spirits. It's available through RNDC. Tell them that, tell them to order it. Again, 10% of the gross revenue for this spirit is going to go directly towards Skip Johnson's boys trying to get some more talent to Norman so we can go back to Omaha and take care of unfinished business. So, appreciate you tuning in to this episode of Cooking with Grillboy on the OU Insider YouTube channel. Next week, we will play Tulane. So, you can't do the mascot, they're the Green Wave, but Tulane is located in New Orleans and they've got plenty of good food. So, hit it down in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Pick up some Horns Down Fine Spirits and cook these collard greens. You will not regret it.